Welcome, everyone. I'm Faith, and it's lovely to see you. And I wanted to let you know that I wanted to moderate this discussion because I think that filmmaker Alexandra Branyon has done a kind of love song in her film to the unstoppable creative impulse.
I think the part of the unstoppable creative impulse that really touches me the most is the unstoppable part. All the people in the film were unstoppable, like Jimmy Lee Sudduth. He didn't have money for paint, so he used mud.
Careful with the mud.
I think that for self-taught artists, or outsider artists, as some people call them, they have varying methods that may seem unconventional. They may have ideas or materials that may seem unconventional. I know that the film deals a lot with Lois Wilson using found materials, and I think that to think about her, a woman artist at that period in time, working with materials in that way was kind of revolutionary.
Every day when I have the strength, I go junking. I find lots of treasure in that rubble. I can't walk along a street even without searching for wood, any shape or size. These are my white drawings on wood. I simply adapted them from the Australian Aborigines.
She had this drive to be an artist, and of course, the lack of success, she didn't go into the world and compete. She created her work and was content to create the work. Just think about the kind of drive that's there.
I was born poor, I lived poor, I will die poor. In poverty, there are great lessons. One of those lessons is to recognize the essential.
She refused to be part of the commodification of culture. She didn't want to participate in the business of selling art. She really had integrity, and she suffered because of that.
I mean, if you really have something to say and you really think it's that important, you would think that you would try and tell the world.
Well, she did end up sort of co-founding a museum.
A treasure from the rubble, a treasure from the rubble grows.
I get my clothes from the Salvation Army, and every month I live so modestly that I save $11 out of my $100 Social Security check. I bartered and bought from all over the world. Ken Moore of London, Isolde Chapman of Brazil, a rubbing of an American tombstone in Vermont, the early period work of Helliker. I bought because the artist needed food. I bartered because the artist needed encouragement. This is accumulated material, 40 years of attempting. June 1969, dear Mr. Black, the truck has just left, the art is on its way, it's now in your hands. Sincerely, Lois Wilson.
By the time that truck arrived from Yonkers, we had built up a lot of excitement and anticipation. Crate by crate, we started opening them, and that was an unforgettable moment to open those crates. No child at the Christmas tree has been more excited than we were.
Part of the excitement was that the crates contained not only my own work, but also the work of other artists.
Margaret, you're a composer, and so your journey is to think about how can I make a story with music in this woman's journey in her life. How did you think to do that?
I'm a self-taught artist myself. I've had no formal education in music theory or music composition or anything like that. Music is just a part of me. It's who I am. And So I just used that, and when I got the ideas from Alexandra, what she wanted and what she wanted to convey, and of course basically the film was all around Lois, so it was more melancholy.
Remnants of all those thrown away, who knows a treasure from the rubble, a treasure.
You'll see in this film there's a house destroyed. It's heartbreaking. But then go into the rubble of this place that had been everything, shelter, safety, and pick out stuff to use, to create, So what actually died here that wasn't reborn?
Thank you so much. I hope you'll see the film.
Thank you.